This is part 2 of the Nirvis Slink-E and CDJ for Sony Megastorage CD players. If you're watching this, it means you've already watched part 1 and successfully installed your Slink-E and CDJ. If you haven't, be sure to do that first or else all of this is going to be really confusing. In this video, we'll be going over all of the CDJ options and features. The first feature we'll be going over is one that I teased in the previous video. CDJ can automatically populate album titles, artist names, and track details from the internet. Originally, it did this from a server called CDDB, but they are no longer in service. Thankfully, there is a modern alternative that's compatible with CDJ called GNUDB, but there are two important points. First, GNUDB requires registration. Second, registration and service is free, but a donation is recommended. I'd say throw them $5 to help them keep their servers running. After registration, you'll receive an email with personalized credentials. Keep this handy because you'll need it to get this feature going. Let's jump into the settings. First, we're going to unflag Use CDDB2 service and then flag Use HTTP proxy instead. I also recommend turning on Prompt on Inexact Matches. I'll show you what this does in a moment. Under Host, type uniquecode.gnudb.org. And under port, type 80. For the IP address, this is where you'll need that registration email. Copy and paste your individualized unique code from your email in place of the subdomain. Finally, type in the email address that you used to register your account. Now we are all set to start using GNUDB. To test it out, you'll just need to start playing a CD and it'll automatically start searching for a match. If there are more than one matches for your CD, it will prompt you to select the correct one. This is due to that setting I recommended earlier. If you don't have it enabled, it will just pick the first result, which might not be the same version of the CD that you have. You can let this slowly populate data as you listen to your music, or you can also do a batch lookup. That's what I did. It takes about 30 seconds per CD, and I let it run overnight, and now all my CDs are fully cataloged. You can even transfer all of the CDJ data onto the players and vice versa. One thing you'll notice that GNUDB does not populate is album cover artwork. Thankfully, if you already have your album cover artwork saved in a folder, you can easily add them into CDJ through a simple drag and drop process. A lot of people may not think this is worth the effort, but if you're like me, your OCD will not let you get away with leaving this field blank. Now let's finish going over that first row of tabs under CDJ Options. Library/Images and Playlist have some basic playback settings. If you have multiple Sony Megastorages connected, I recommend alternating players to eliminate delays between tracks. We already went over the Slink-E tab in the last video. Lastly, we have Players. Again, if you have multiple players, you can use the crossfader feature to blend songs together for a gapless listening experience. Looping back into the second row of tabs, there are two features that can be used together for something really cool. Under the Devices tab, you can register third-party IR remotes, and under the Maps tab, you can create custom commands to control CDJ. If you use them both together, you can use any spare remote you have lying around to control CDJ playback. First, I'll show you how to register your remote control. To do this, we're going to open Easy Learn, another application that came with CDJ. The Slink-E actually has a built-in infrared receiver, which can be used to record infrared signals from any remote control. You can also buy an optional infrared transmitter to control other devices, but I won't be going over that because there are much better universal remote alternatives out there. You can add a new remote control device down here. When you press a button on the remote, the IR receiver will receive the signal and you can save each command one at a time. When you point your remote at the Slink-E and press a button, the infrared receiver will receive the signal and you can save each command one at a time. Be sure to label these clearly so you know which button is which. Repeat the process until you've saved all the buttons. Once that is done, you can go back to CDJ Options and upload it under Devices. Next, we will create the custom map document. A little coding experience goes a long way with this feature. Under the program files, there's a document called maps.txt. We will use this as a template to create our own custom mapping. Resave this document under a new name. Back on the Nirvis website, there is a page that includes all of the different commands. These can be triggered by certain events, including startup, shutdown, and when an infrared signal is received, aka when a button on your remote is pressed. Copy all of the commands you want to use and paste it onto the custom map document, including the device and button combination that will trigger the command. Once that is done, you can go back to CDJ Options and upload it under Maps. Now you can control your CDJ using any remote you want and finally enjoy your CD library with state-of-the-art tech. State-of-the-art for the last millennium anyways. Which of these CDJ features have you used before? Let us know in the comments below. If you found this tutorial helpful, please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Thanks for watching and happy listening.